Hi Leo, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your weekly tarot forecast for the week of February 6th through the 12th. This is for Leo Sun, Leo Moon, and Leo Rising signs. So Leo, the way that I'm going to be uploading the weekly forecast now is I'm actually going back and looking at the previous week's likes, and the video or the videos that have the most likes are actually going to be the ones that are uploaded first. I just feel like that's what's fair. I'm getting like a big difference in likes. I'm getting some weekly videos that have a very small number of likes, and then I'm getting some that are 3 times the amount. So I feel like it's only what's fair is to upload that particular sign's forecast for the next week first. Sometimes it does take YouTube a little while to actually process the video and for it to get uploaded, but I feel like you guys shouldn't wait. You should be the ones that actually receive the video first. And a way to go, Leo, because I believe right now you're coming through pretty strong. Right now you're either in the first or second place for that. For this reading actually being uploaded, either first or second for this week. So way to go, Leo. I actually had Leo, a subscriber or a viewer, reach out to me and ask me why I had 2 overall energies for the week, and I actually don't. I created this spread in particular for my weekly forecast, and the card here at the center is the overall energy for the week. The card at the bottom of the deck, this energy is an energy that is present. This energy is with you. So this is like a bonus card. So we do have the High Priestess here, Leo. Oh, very interesting. So when I just lifted up the High Priestess, I have actually the Moon. Look at this. We have the Moon. We have the Ace of Swords. Wow, Leo, this is really, really good. So if you were a Leo, what I'm really getting is if you were a Leo that was dealing with any sort of confusion or honestly any sort of BS, with that Ace of Swords, I think that you're actually cutting through that confusion, or you're getting down to the bottom of something. With the Moon, it very well could have been something that was hidden or something that was secret. For some Leos, you could be receiving some sort of clarity, or this could have been something that already happened for you. With the High Priestess here, I feel like for some Leos, you're learning something. Definitely, this could be happening this week. If it hasn't happened already, this is you learning something. The High Priestess is also a very, very spiritual woman. She's highly, highly intuitive. So make sure that you're listening to your intuition this week. Definitely with the High Priestess and the Moon here, back to back, definitely listen to your intuition. You also, Leo, could be a little secretive, a little mysterious. You could be playing your cards close to your chest. There's nothing wrong with that. The overall energy, Leo, for the week is the Knight of Swords. So, for some of you, this is you charging forward. Maybe you have definitely received some clarity. You could have learned something. And now for some of you, this is you charging forward, moving forward very quickly. The Knight of Swords represents very hasty. Sometimes it can be a little bit of a chaotic sort of energy. So for some of you, there could be a lot happening very quickly. You actually have 2 very fast-paced knights here in this spread. So for some Leos, there definitely could be something happening within your life very quickly. Also with the Knight of Swords, you know, he's a knight. He wants to get to the bottom of something. So if you haven't learned something just yet, this could be you, Leo, literally getting down to the bottom of something. We're starting out with the 4 of Cups, and we actually have a very interesting progression here. We have the 4 of Cups with the 3 of Cups, and then over here I do have the 5 of Cups. So it can actually be a little bit more of an emotional week for you, Leo. That's not necessarily bad, but it just simply might be a little bit more of an emotional week. With the 4 of Cups and the 3 of Cups here, there certainly could be some Leos that are celebrating something. The 3 of Cups is a nice lighter energy, and it can also be a celebratory energy, and the 4 of Cups can represent for For some of you, you might have been waiting on an offer or waiting on something that you were emotionally invested in. You could have been feeling a little emotionally down or discontent, bored or flat emotionally. But with this Three of Cups here and Temperance here, this is a healing energy. For some of you, I feel like if you're waiting on an offer or waiting on something that you're definitely emotionally invested in, and this could be you waiting on a Sagittarius person as well, because Temperance represents the sign of Sagittarius, and this person very well could have been a friend, or could be a friend, excuse me. I feel like for some of you, you're healing, and I feel like for some of you, you're now able to maybe celebrate an offer that has come through with the Four of Cups. And then for some other Leos, sometimes the Four of Cups can come up when you've received an offer, but it's something that you don't necessarily find appealing. So for other Leos, because it's a general reading, for some Leos, you might have received an offer, and with the Page of Pentacles underneath the Four of Cups, this certainly could be like a new job. It could definitely be something financial here. So you could have received this news or this communication or this offer that is bringing in a lot of balance, or it will bring in a lot of balance into your life. Also, it could bring about some sort of healing. So this could be you emotionally healing, and then for others, you might be financially healing as well. There might be the need to actually go out and celebrate this week. For some of you, the Three of Cups is a nice, lighter, very social energy. So for some of you, maybe at the beginning of the week, for a very small number of you, could be still waiting on this perhaps, but then you're learning something. Something's coming out into the open, and it's very, very positive. I feel like for many of you, there's definitely this element of learning something and something being revealed, and it could have been something you've been waiting on for a very long time. With Temperance, this is very much that divine energy, so things happening on divine time. This is a beautiful healing energy, and it does represent balance. So I feel like for some of you, with this maybe financial opportunity or this news, this information that you're learning that's coming through this week, it's going to make you want to celebrate. It's going to bring in a lot of healing, especially if you were a Leo that was experiencing this energy here, which fives represent a challenging energy. But what's really interesting is what I'm really getting is you're moving away from this. So if you experience like some sort of heartache or sadness or loss, you're moving away. We have the Knight of Swords here at the center, actually charging away from this. He's charging away from this Five of Cups. And then underneath the Five of Cups, I actually have the Knight of Wands here. I do apologize for the glare. And this is underneath the Five of Cups. So he's charging away. So I feel like for many Leos, no matter how you relate to this, you're leaving behind some sort of difficulty, some sort of challenging energy. This is you getting away from that. There's movement, there's progress, there's things coming to light, there's things that you're learning. For some of you, there's an offer, there's an opportunity or something that's coming through. And this is going to totally energize you, Leo. With the Knight of Wands, his energy, this is a very passionate, creative, exciting. He's very ambitious. So this is the energy that you're going to have this week. Just very fiery and energized and enthusiastic. So this is what you're moving away from. He's actually moving towards the world here. So this is a new beginning. This is completion. So for some of you, something's coming full circle, or you're moving on to the next chapter of your life. This is a very blessed energy, but I always say that, it does require patience. It's you easing out of one chapter, easing into the next chapter of your life, Leo. And this is exactly what you're moving towards. You're moving away from difficulties. There's definitely movement. You're moving away from a difficult chapter within your life. We also have the Ten of Swords here, which tens represent cycles that are completing. And with the Ten of Swords, it could have been a difficult cycle or period within your life. For a very small number of Leos, you could have felt as though someone betrayed you with this energy here, but you are moving away from that. So For some Leos, because we have the Knight of Wands here in the World, you absolutely could be literally traveling. You could be moving house. For some Leos, if you are moving to a new home, you could be moving quite a distance away with the World here. You literally could be moving to the other side of the globe. You could be moving to a different country, or just moving a far distance away for some Leos. And then for other Leos, you're moving to that next chapter of your life. Something is completing. This is really, really positive. It could actually be a very social week for you. For some of you, I feel like it could start out a little slow, but then it's going to pick up and things could actually happen quite suddenly. This is some really, really exciting, enthusiastic, very positive energy here. And I see you moving towards more balance. I see you moving towards healing. Yeah, and for some of you, definitely going out and celebrating this. So for some of you, this could be a financial offer or news that's coming through. And then for others, if this is on the relationship front, this could be communication coming through from a Sagittarius or from an Earth sign person. If you were a Leo that was waiting on maybe an offer or communication from a particular person. Very interesting. I just had 2 cards that flipped out. Financially, I think it's going to be a great week. I do think it's going to be a more of an emotional week, but with that being said, I see you actually being quite balanced, and I do see some of you healing emotionally. Now, we did just have Vanessa flip out. We have Vanessa and Aurora. And Vanessa says to make your decision, ask yourself which way brings me closer to my divine purpose, which way takes me away from it. So there could be some Leos that you have to make a decision. Again, with the 4 of Cups, sometimes it can represent that offer or that opportunity that's coming through that you necessarily don't find appealing, but Spirit is maybe asking you to take a second look at it, or ask yourself which way brings me closer to my divine purpose, which way takes me away from it. So what do you really want? There's a need to take a second look at something. A decision could be very significant this week, Leo. And then we have Aurora. You are flying high right now, which may threaten others, but do not descend because others will soon become inspired by your example. I told you, Leo, you are flying high. I see many of you healing, and I see literally many of you moving away from this 5 of Cups, this 10 of Swords. You're literally moving away from that. This is a beautiful spread, Leo, and you are flying high. So I do hope that you enjoyed this reading. I wish you a wonderful week, Leo. Take care.